Here in Reynolds Coliseum. And the Wolfpack start with it first on their home court. Fresh off a dominant win over Miami. Scored 29 in that first quarter. Set the stage for a convincing win. As Zam Jones goes right to the bucket. Red hot start again.
She did a smooth crossover and finished in the paint.
One lineup change for Georgia Tech. Kat Albin, her first start, the 5'7" point guard. And inside Walker, an early start. It's a team rebounding mentality for the Wolfpack. They're top 5 in the country on the glass. Late in the clock for Jones. Fires the three. What a hot start for Zam Jones.
And you love how Zam, her energy.
There's Zoe Brooke. The veteran leader goes inside. And her jumper falls. A home bounce here in Reynolds. Here's Walker. Nice three off the glass. How about that?
And coach said, I want Walker to shoot more shots.
Wolfpack pushing tempo early at home. Jones three. Well, how about that? Zam Jones on fire. One of the 3 returners for Georgia Tech. Walker late in the clock. She drills another 3. Tonight for Talayah. Good dish inside. Termas has it stripped by Caden Samuels. First minutes for the UConn transfer. And right now it's the Zam Jones show in the first quarter. Pierre, good position, better pass.
And you like that wraparound pass from Zam Jones. Pierre did a great job of shifting her off and was able to finish out the bucket.
No 7-10 split needed. How about that 3 for Deasia Thomas-Harris? Opening touch for Tilda Traeger, sophomore forward. Pierre attacks. Pierre uses the window wisely. Zoe Brooks pushing it. Brooks, no look to Traeger. Nice block by Termas. The Terminator. It runs through Walker, who hits another 3. How about 3 for 3 from deep? Now Samuel's pushing on this end. Termas left alone. Good look. Rebound Foster back inside Samuel for the bucket. Loden, the 4-star freshman, dazzled on Sunday. What a dish to Samuels. And she drills a 3. Turnage goes baseline. Samuel better cut. I like that vision there from Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and that was a great cut by Samuel. She saw that her head was a little bit on a swivel, so being able to creep back door and put the ball in the bucket.
Maddie Cox dared to shoot. Oh, good response for the junior. Cox on the switch. Nice dump down pass.
And that's a great high-low there. People know that Khamil, again, high-low here. Maddie Cox seals her on that outside and finishes.
It's the Zam Jones show late. Off a screen. Jones downhill. Jones to the bucket. Great speed.
And Zam Jones is just electric as she has been the past 2 games.
So Jones out of the timeout. It went downhill a million miles an hour to end the quarter. Gets it back and fires a 3. What an Enfuego night. Traeger fighting for space. Jones down low. Perfect dish to Lunan. That's the ball movement NC State needs. This NC State offense, they are clicking. 87-point Sunday. They're on a roll here in this first half, and Cox goes inside for 2 more.
Again, Maddie Cox being that spark, being able to knock it down and spread out those stretch 4s makes it hard for that post play for opposing teams.
Walker still can't miss for 3. 4 for 4 there.
Offense, figuring out what her role is, and she's definitely earned it here in her 3rd year.
A perfect start shooting for Maddie, and then 2 more for Zoe Brooks. So what makes this NC State offense so tough to stop? And players outside of Talayah, Walker step up. Well, that certainly helps. 18 for Walker. Better defense in the Jackets. Brooks with 8. Steamrolls downhill. Good dish. Traeger there.
Zam Jones, when she touched the ball, it's just efficiency all over. I mean, then you have Tilda stepping here in the paint and being able to finish as that.
Termas, quick catch. There's a bucket. Remember, it's 18 for Walker, and then who else can step up tonight?
Right, and I like to see Termas get hot.
Now Termas guards Traeger. Inside to Pierre. Given a lot of space, and a walking double-double continues.
She might need to take that with her, huh?
Here's Brooks again. Slowing down, speeding up, window work for Zoe Brooks. Well, NC State has neutralized Georgia Tech's strength on the board. Zam Jones just keeps cooking. There's 15 points.
The efficiency, again, is what you want to see. I don't think Coach Moore is going to go into, this break here if they consistently play like this throughout the rest of the game.
And yet, not the top scorer. Talayah Walker is 18. Pierre leans. Oh, that's just pretty inside. Gives more the flexibility to run that 4-out, 1-in offense that Lisa Kanaim was here, right? Deep runs in the tournament, Final Four appearances. They had size and depth. There's a block for Traeger. Look at this dish. Whoa, Samuels hangs on. What a connection.
That was almost like the Spurs offense there with their hard play. As they have to respect the post play, so it leaves these.
Georgia Tech, no points in almost 3 minutes, and Moon comes right back. This Pack offense feels more like an October scrimmage than an ACC second game. Traeger again inside. There's 50 points. Foster goes inside. Good power dribble from Lanaya Foster, the Riverdale, Georgia native.
Just make sure you shift and get open to those open spots. You don't want to stay behind her as she drives to the basket.
How about this passing from the Pack? Another bucket for Pierre. Here's Traeger. Looks to join the party. Kicks it to Samuels. Look at everyone touching it here for the Pack. And Traeger joins the scoring party. It's hard to keep up with the pace of this Pack team, right? Bucket for bucket in the first, and then Brooks and company kept going in the third quarter.
And there's a bucket there by Zoe Brooks. I'm sure Coach Moore isn't the happiest about that, but you like to see her stay aggressive on the offensive end.
Termas on this end. There's a good three-pointer in response. I know defense wins championships, but how many times in the tournament you need a team that can put up 70 in the blink of an eye? That's what the Pack can do at ease. There's Traeger with another bucket. That lost by just 2 points at Wake Forest. That was a tight game, 10 lead changes. After showing some great life early, just no answers for Zam Jones, the magician.
He's just electric on offense. Let's see if the hand touches. Almost. But again, a strong move to the bucket. She sees that no one on that opposite side came to step up and making the next play. Even if she's not on those two, she's helping with that offense. As Katie Samuels knocks it down to get on the board.
They are really dishing the ball at a high rate. A lot of pre-Christmas checklist items. A block for Traeger.
I think she might have just checked off one of her Christmas presents there with Tilda.
And she's become an alpha on a team with a lot of betas, right? It was who could step up with James and Rivers now in the WNBA. It's Pierre's turn with another jumper. Granted, it's the largest Wolf I've ever seen in a quarter. Logo threes mean a whole new thing in Raleigh as Brooks gets the loose scrum. Lunen's turn. There's a three for Kaishi Lunen. That's a great question. I like cake. Big dessert guy.
Oh, we can be friends.
Cox goes inside of Traeger. There's a dish from the big players. No points in 8 minutes. 7.5 minutes for Georgia Tech. Lunen got the ball back, and unfortunately, Moon took a shot to the face. And there's a little bit of the green light conversation, right? If you're Walker, you've hit 4 tonight. You want her to be confident taking that three as Lunen eases in. There's a good defensive start for Georgia Tech here in the fourth quarter. Albin runs the break, and that's where Kat Albin can be special. Here's Adelaide Jernigan. This whole crowd's waiting to cheer her on, the freshman three-point arsonist. Led the state of North Carolina in three-point makes a year ago in high school. Good and one for Kat Albin.
Here, you see Albin again showing that speed. Lunen steps up, but that step from Albin is so quick she was able to get to the bucket, and now she's shooting one.
We saw that in the triple-double pursuit back when Russell Westbrook was setting the 60 straight game triple-double. Here's a jumper for Charleston Southern's transfer.
She's continuing to show that she can be a scoring threat here for Georgia Tech.
Jernigan hits that three, and his home crowd responds.
Off the bench, starting to get her confidence here, knocking it down. You love to see that everyone's touching the ball here as she goes into ACC play. Now focusing in here on defense as she has a tough matchup with Albin.
Yeah, Albin's lickety quick and puts Jernigan to school right there. Get a preview of next year's offense running through Kaishi Lunen and Turnage with a block. And we'll take the timeout. Closing 4 minutes as the Pack are on the verge of a second straight conference win. Late in the clock for Lunen. Finds Quigley. Well, those assists just keep going. 22 dimes. Look at Foster drive it in for the rebound and then throws it away. Kick ball. Turnage. Back to Foster. Well, that's just too easy for Devin Quigley joining the scoring group.
Can score on all 3 levels. You know, you talk about that three-point threat. as Albin, I mean, knocking it down.
Well, Coach Moore noted that fourth quarter against Miami was not pretty, right? When you're up 30 late in the game, there's an element to how you close teams out, as Albin is cooking here in the fourth. Albin, oh, she's so fast. Makes fast people look not so fast. Jernigan cherry picking, beats the defense.
Not even everybody got past half court, I don't think, but being able to stay in that play and be able to finish in transition.
Worth noting, all 16 points for Albin in this final frame. Thomas Harris runs down the floor. Pack get 9 threes. They have 23 assists. It's a lot of good numbers late in the year. Man, the Albin show just keeps going. How about this? Says, hey, why not? Going for 21. Well, NC State in total control. 2-0 start in the ACC, in a club that's very dangerous right before Christmas.